Hello, I'm Jane Harvey, and I'd like to jumpstart today talking about what it takes to get from point A to point B. These days, I usually go to Google Maps, plug in the information, and voila, it tells me the quickest way to get there. Which brings me to my friend Moses. You remember him. He's the guy who God chose to lead the Israelites to the Promised Land. Do you happen to remember how long it took them to get there? It took 40 years. So I Googled the distance between Egypt and Canaan, the Promised Land. It's 221 miles. To help you get an idea of how far that is, I Googled a walking map from New Orleans, Louisiana to Pensacola Beach, Florida. It is also 221 miles. So let's break this down a bit. There were about 2.5 million men, women, and children that were part of the Exodus. Even if they could only travel 1 mile a day, that's still only 221 days. Why 40 years? Well, the Israelites may have been God's chosen people, but they were the whiniest complainers that ever lived. God wanted them to have complete faith that He would deliver them, as promised, to the land of milk and honey. Except no matter what God did, nothing was ever good enough. Poor Moses was so exhausted because he was always running interference between God and the Israelites for their continuous disobedience, their grumbling and complaining and lack of faith. You know that expression, you can learn the easy way or you can learn the hard way. Well, there is another option. You never learn. Sadly, only 2 people from the original 2.5 million made it into the Promised Land. So today, let's ask Him to help us see that while Google Maps give us information to get from point A to point B, God is the only one who can take us to the destination. Having a teachable heart and a willing spirit is all God ever wants you to bring on the journey. I hope you find it to bless someone today, and I'll see you next time.